Morning, 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 morning. How's everybody doing? 7:40, 7:40. Snowing again. Snowing again. All right. CPI numbers out there hot. Futures are moving to the downside right now. All right. They're trying to lift here a little bit. They'll shrug it off like they always do. Um, but it'll move to the downside here on the SPY. And those numbers weren't good. And last time, and our unemployment numbers were not good last time. All right. Now we won't get an unemployment number again until we get to the beginning of April. All right. So we got PPI coming now, so that's going to be tomorrow, and then we got Powell talking today. I think it's decision day too. I don't see there's a 0% chance of a rate cut, but it's going to be interesting to see what he has to say. All right, so be a little cautious here right off the bat. All right, and they were higher. They were higher this morning. All right, when I woke up out of bed and I pulled them up, and they were higher, as you can see right here. We had a nice move, nice climb up and triangle out. Okay, so that's what they do. All right, so back down to 670.16. Again, if we want to get down to the low of the month, we're still going to have to get down to 661. That's $9 away. All right, so we're going to move a little bit exponentially down here, a little bit low, just a tad. All right, at 670. All right, so we're going to be still stuck right inside there. So again, they're already buyers stepping in here. See what they want to do here. Okay, I'd be a little cautious here. All right, so SPY, there you go. QQQ. Same thing here to the move to the downside on that CPI number. Again, you got some bottom pickers coming in here saying, okay, they're going to bring them back up. We'll see about that. More than likely, they probably will just shrug it off, but we'll see what PPI brings tomorrow. I think we're going into a market where earnings are going to be king moving forward. And again, I think I talked about this yesterday. If you're a winner, you're a winner, and if you're a loser, you're a loser. Okay, and that's the way it's going to be. So a couple names this morning. I'm going to just go through a few things, see what kind of flavor we got here. All right. Crude is going higher here right now. All right, I got crude on the move here. Okay, I think 95 is our magic number on the light sweet crude, and staying above 95 is probably not the best place to be. But I think that's what we're looking at. All right, so 96.18 right now. We're higher on 95 right now. All right, so we got the light sweet crude coming up here, 96.26. All right, so again, I'm calling I'm thinking that equilibrium number that we have like for 612 on Qs that we might not never see again. I'm sure we will at some point. Yeah, I think $95 is the magic number. $4 in Chicago. All right. $4. I saw it this morning. All right, so we got $4 gas here in Chi-Town. If you got wherever you live, send it in. Shoot me a text or something, or shoot me a little comment saying what you paying for oil or for gas and where you're at. All right, so CL, there's your move this morning, slightly higher, and UCO is up as well. We're actually up on CL. We're up about almost going on 1% right now. UCO's on the move here too. All right, so a little bit coming back up here on there, 41.69. Starting to get to the top of the range on this guy again. All right, 41.80 is the big move here. 41.80. That was the day when it went up big. All right, so 41.80, and there's your month. Okay. All right, and the month high right now is 41.01, so that 41.80 was from previous, okay? So UCO, a little bit stronger here this morning. Some of my marvels were moving up here this morning. We know Marvel's good. We know, and we want it to puke. All right. So coming back down on Marvel here, 90.52 was up to 91.58. Boom. No, 92.20. All right. So on this report that just came out, we got a little bit of bring them in music. Okay. Cisco, 2-2 back down. I'll tell you one thing. I'm starting to fall in love with Amazon a little bit. But I'm not getting too close. All right, don't get too close. I like the fact that she's breaking down with the news here. This is good. All right, so they're looking for things to still continue to bring it in. Trading at 213 right now, closed at 215, so it's about $2 lower. I'm looking at the Mag 7 across the board. You know what it's like. You know what it looks like. Looks like garbage. All right, a couple names that we can look at here this morning. Sale here. I got my gapper list here. Sale, SAA, Sale Point. Considerably lower on this guy. All right, so closed at 1471. We traded all the way down to 1239. All right, so that thing's going to be down over $2 and change, and it's going to be down just about 14% this morning. All right, so sale, that's in our gapper list coming down. The futures are starting to show some more muscle here. All right, diamonds taking another leg to the downside. Okay, SPA says down to the downside, 667 now. All right, getting a little nastier as we look here. All right, so NASDAQ, I was looking at NASDAQ this morning, and you know when I pulled that NASDAQ up and I saw it, I'm like, okay, it's barely above 25,000. Okay, and the futures are up. You know, everything looks great. 24,910 now, guys, coming back down. I don't know why my charts ain't coming up, but that's what we're getting right now. Oh, maybe because I didn't put the slash in there. NQ Puker. All right, and we were at 25,000. We were at 25,020. All right, we know that 25,150, 170. We know there's exhaustion risk there. All right, so we'll see what happens with that. NASDAQ coming back down. All right, so look at the SPX. Doesn't show anything ever. All right, SPX is right here flat. You gotta go by going at the ES. That's really the only way to see it. So the ES is the minis. There you go. There's some puking. I found some puking right here. Okay, ES coming back down. All right, 67.43 now on the S&P 500 coming back down, and we'll look at IWM. All right, IWM, we'll take a look, see there, 222 down on there. All right, coming back down here right now, IWM starting to lift a little bit here, breaks through 248. All right, so on our 4-hour, puking straight down. All right, and the week is already weak inside. That's going to change and turn red this morning. All right, so IWM. Futures still coming down. We'll go through a couple of names. Rocket Lab, RKLB continues to come back in here, down to 74.96 today on your 4-hour coming down. You're going to diminish this a little bit. This thing's going to come in. And what do we got going on here? Nice day up yesterday on the Rocket Lab, but it looks like we're not quite taking out that whole day. So you're going to be $74 and change inside there. All right, so Rocket Lab going to be inside. I got to go through too many of them here. Starbucks is a little bit lower this morning here, starting to descend from that $100 that it made up in this range up here. All right, we kind of got up into this area. We even got higher, but now back in full retreat. 96 and a quarter coming back down on your Starbucks. All right, Starbucks. Let's see if any here. Oklahoma reported yesterday, and it's lower this morning. We were trying to get this thing down to 55 to get interested in. Sit tight with these. Okay, so Oklahoma back down this morning here, coming down with the news that's out. All right, so Oklahoma's lower. Macy's, I think Macy's is good. Down below 18. We talked about it yesterday. I was talking on the Discord. I don't know if I was talking to you guys or if I was talking to the Discord. Getting better here, man. Even with this, there's no hurry to get into it. All right, obviously, you can see sitting on the yearly low right now. All right, we'll see what happens with Macy's. And right now, retail having a tough time. All right, we'll see if like Walmart and Costco. Those stocks should be faring a little better now. We're still inside here, but this is a stall out big time with this inside month here. A little bit lower now, coming back down on that one. All right, so Walmart, Costco, you know the story, right? Costco, still, another one. You notice that they're paused out, right? Big time. Costco and Walmart. And Target probably looking somewhat the same as well. They're full. They're shooter back down here, but still holding green. So Target's not horrible. It's jumping all over the place there. All right, futures continue to move to the downside here a little bit now. So we'll see what today's going to bring for us. All right, and CPA was very hot. All right, OVID. OVID, and we got Powell talking today. All right, OVID 238 closed at $2.10. This one's higher, got up to 294, starting to pull back inside. I got a couple of little guys today. I think I'll just go through those. OVID is coming in there a little bit. What else here? AIB. I got some garbage. AIB blockchain. I'm not sure what this one is, but $2.90 trading $3.36. So got up to $4.37 here over the overnight and back inside to $3.36 right now. All right, so this one looks like it's it's got something to do with Bitcoin or something like that. Let's check out the BTC, see what's cooking there with the markets. All right, so Bitcoin now was up to 74,400. Now she's back down 2230 this morning. All right, with these CPI numbers. All right, so Bitcoin, bringing her back in on the Bitcoin. We'll watch the staples today and see if they can get going. General Mills is starting to poke its head up here a little bit as we start to see if this continuation to the downside. We're definitely going to be looking at XLP. All right, so keep an eye on this one. Let's pull up XLP and see what's cooking there. XLP, there you go. Ooh, XLP staying down as well with the whole sector. All right, we'll see with that. We look for Coca-Cola to maybe start to move the upside. Not right now. They're taking no prisoners today. All right, the 10-year is rising. We're getting up to 421 right now. We were up to 427. The dollar is on the rise, on the way up. The sudsies are up on the way up here, on the move. Sam, I told you what these guys are. These are the anti-SPY. All right, coming back up on the sudsies to the upside, 72.31 now. All right, and then there's UVXY, and that's for growth stocks on the move, with the growth stocks hitting the crapper. We're definitely going to go through. I'm going to go through our industrials. Okay, because we know what we're looking for there. We're looking for more puking. All right, and XLI now starting to join the party here. The pity party coming back down 165.37. Discretionaries were pretty good yesterday. Had a decent day, but it didn't really do too much. But puking 112.40, bringing it back down. All right, watch your healthcare. Healthcare has already been knocked out so much. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing starts to firm up at some point, just because of the fact they're lower here now, 149, though, coming back down. That is going to be taking day down on XLV, and then we're going to look at XLF on your financials. That's another group that ain't great either. I'll tell you that. I'm not too excited about anything here. All right, XLF, puker to the downside, bringing it back down on the 4 hour. So opportunity is starting to show its, but we need more. All right, we need more puking. NASDAQ still breaking here, 24,889 now. The NASDAQ down. I got the diamond sitting on down here on the MYMs. Right now, if the Dow was to open, we would close down 250 points to the downside. All right, we'll watch for the small cappers, which are breaking right now, 247.89. Continue to break to the upside. We got crude on the move here. All right, so Yuko, more movement to the upside right now. $42 now on the Yuko. I don't know if there's any other news out there right now, but we got Oxy trying to come back up here. So watch some of these energy stocks. ConocoPhillips is coming up. Schlumberger trying to get back up. All right, so crude on the move, futures on the bot, on just getting smashed a little bit, just a little bit. It ain't too much, but we'll see if it can really turn into something that becomes a situation. All right. So we are staying down still on the diamonds pretty heavy. All right. We know that the sectors are moving to the downside. We know that XLP isn't even standing up yet. I think that might turn around. They'll watch those staples. All right, Procter and Gamble, all these stocks, things that you have to buy, very defensive stocks. They're not playing ball right now. So staying down. Futures are still staying down. All right. What else here? I'm going to go a couple more stocks, and we're going to wrap it up here. 17 minutes is just about enough for me, right? Momo, I'm just going to run through a few here on our gappers. All right, Momo 642 closed at 6. It's trading. It was trading up to 612. It got up to 645, but it's coming back in there now. That one's still holding up pretty good. Is that one Momo? Yeah, that's Momo. I just show you Momo Gicana. You know who he is? Watch out. JBL, Jabal Circuitry. Another one here, Jabal to the downside was up to 280. It's dropped down to 258, coming down. All right, let's go through these guys. Microsoft back down to 397. We want to buy it in the 370s. Okay, we'll see if we can get that. All right, we'll check out Google. Google 306, trying to break down below 300. It got down to 297. We'll see if that thing can get back up. Get back down. All right, that's what I meant to say. All right, so Google down. We'll look at Tesla. Right, Tesla, Puker, 396 now, down below 400 and still sinking on your Tesla to the downside. All right, so we got Tesla puking. We got a lot of good pukers here going on right now. See if we can keep them down. All right, I think I went through those. What did I miss there? Amazon. I think Amazon still. I think it fares better in this. I think this is maybe a good opportunity on Amazon if we can maybe get this thing back down below, like maybe 210. Maybe we get down below 210 or something like that. Maybe there's opportunity there. All right, the futures are still puking. CPI numbers very hot. We got big move to the downside, not huge, but we're gonna looks like we're gonna be from considering that we were up $3 higher, and now we reversed and went to even, and now we're dropping $3. So it's kind of a bigger move when you measure it like that. All right, but they're sitting on them heavy. We got PPI tomorrow. We got Powell talking today. It is decision day, I guess. There ain't going to be no rate cuts anyway. The dollar is on the rise. The 10-year is on the rise. We're back up to 427 now. The VIX is woken up, back up, trying to get back up to $24. Sudsy's coming back up to $73 now. All right, so we got continuing puking going on here since this number came out. All right, so I'm going to leave it at that. I will definitely get back in the middle of the day. Be good.